Hi there! Remember last time? I was talking about the house that I was building over here, that I wouldn't be working on that this time. And as I was saying, it's because I wanted to work on this little thing here, which is my flower farm. If we go in here, you can see here, I want to pretty it up quite a bit. I want it to be both functional, and also I want it to have a decent yield, although it doesn't need to have overly much of a yield, because if you are making just a small farm but it is running by itself, so you don't have to go press a button, you will still get a lot of resources out of it. So I'm going to be building this today, and it's going to be, as I talked about last time, a bit of a time-lapse episode, because it takes quite a bit of effort to get the water to work right here. So what I'm going to do to begin with here is I'm going to start digging out this place, and I'm not going to record that bit because there's not really any sense in you watching me dig out a hole. So I'll get back to you once I got the path of the water dug, and we can start prettying up the place a little bit. So I'll be back with you in a moment. See you then. Bye bye. Alright, here I am again, and just wanted to give a little bit of a progress update as to the digging. I still have quite a bit to do, but I wanted to highlight a few points. So let me take you down there. I'm still going to do another branch over here, but that is going to probably be done on my own time. But this one here is getting along. It splits into two different branches here. One of them going down here. Just here so I can get between them. I placed a little ladder. But one of the streams go over here, and that falls down here. You will notice that I use a system of two merging into one and then merging into two again. But you have to make sure that you have a path like this where the water drops down, it extends 7 blocks until here, and then 7 blocks until here, so that the place where the water drops has the long path going straight ahead, or else the water flow will become a dead spot. So you just need to make sure that you have that right. This particular one is actually 8 long, and that is because I wanted it to stop right here and just dump the items without actually making the water fall, because over here on the other side the stream comes from up there where we were before, splitting into two again, one of them going down here, going over here where it splits into its own thing, and then going over here where the other streams will come down here. So that is where I am at the moment. The other branch over here is just slowly starting to loop back. I want to cover this spot especially because it has some rare flowers in it. And other than that, I need to finish the digging here and then put in lighting, because lighting is very important when you make a farm like this, because if you don't have sufficient lighting, your grass will die when water flows over it, and the water needs to stay here long enough. So if we try making some water flow down here, we can follow the stream just to see what I meant. You see here, it splits up. We have the waterfall coming down here, and because we had the long sides here, it will split up correctly here. Water will flow in two directions, fall down here, again, split up. Down here it merges into one again, and the reason I'm doing this in particular is that like you see, do the opposite on this side, where I make sure that the water will flow away from the point, or else item might get stuck here. But the reason I do this is because if you just do one stream down all the time, you have very, very small platforms and you will get very little out of your bone meal. So over here, the stream just comes to an end and drops down below, and that's it. So that's just where I am at the moment, and I'll continue working on this. It's hard to do. I'll continue working on this and making it a little better, but yeah, that's where I'm going to leave you off right now, so I'll be back in a moment. See ya! Alrighty, so I've made a lot of platforms now, but it's starting to get a little hairy. Like, imagine trying to make a braid with all 10 fingers and 10 toes, and then trying to imagine doing that in a little box where every single string has a certain length and needs to meet up at one hole in the bottom of the box. That's pretty much what I'm doing here. So for the next bit, I am going to be putting in the platforms, and that is going to be putting down the dirt here and doing a little bit of wall work, not too much though, mostly the dirt. So I'm going to record this and speed it up, and you can watch along and see how it goes. And then once that is done, I am going to start digging out a little bit of the cave, but I'm not going to record a lot of that. So let's do the platforms now, and then I'll get right back to you. See ya! And that's it. All the platforms are done, pretty much. I mean, all the ones I have at the moment at least, because I'm going to put in more. But for the next bit, I'm going to be digging out. I'm going to dig a lot of the stone out and make it sort of into a cavern. And yeah, I'm not going to record that though, because that is going to be a lot of digging. So I will get back to you once that is done. So thank you for watching for now, and see you again soon. Bye bye. And here we are, back again, and I've done a little bit of digging, as you can see. So the next bit now, well, I'm going to start preparing this place, and well, you can follow along. I'm going to put in these, some dirt, and well, I'm going to speed this bit up and get back to you once that is done. So see you then. And there we are. Now, as I talked about in the beginning, I wanted this to be an automatic farm. So for the next bit, I wanted to put in the wiring. So I'm just going to grab a few things here and dispose of a couple of others. And then I'm going to go through here and actually wire everything up. Or rather, to begin with, just put down the pathways and then go through it afterwards, because the wiring path will also be the maintenance path. So I will get to that and I will be back with you in a moment. So see you then.
Prefer doing things our own way.
Alrighty, I think that is going to be the last of them. As far as I can see, I have now a path to every single one of the dispensers, all the way down to the bottom. Of course it's a bit of a labyrinth, but I'll have to deal with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get back to you in a moment, and while we're waiting I'm going to put the redstone in, and also I am going to make sure that the lighting is correct, so or at least sufficient to not spawn mobs. So I will be back with you in a little bit, and yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye. And here we are. I just finished the wiring, and turned out to be 37 repeaters, 238 redstone. Well, that is including the control panel over here. Now, I wanted to test that it's actually wired up properly, so what better way to actually do that than try it out? So I put a button here, and if we press it, we should see flowers and grass pop up everywhere. And we'll just go through it here and make sure that all the different platforms have activated. Yep. And of course, like, this is one use of bone meal, which will cover most of it in grass, so you might want to go ahead and do, peek over the edge here, you might do 2 times the bone mealing, but there probably won't be enough space on it, so rather do twice than do it like 2 in a row, so just to avoid using too much bone meal. That is at least what I'm thinking at the moment. Don't see that one up there, just to make sure. Yep. And down here. Shut up. And if we go down here all the way, every one of the platforms has been activated, and down here I made a little bit of a collection area because now we're going to try it out. So like I did with the bone mealing, I set up or I connected just a quick piston holding back the water, and well, we're now going to release the water and do the first harvest and see what we actually get out of it. So once we get up here, press this, and now we run out here and look what happens. Now there might still be a couple of points where the flowers might fall onto the edge because I haven't actually gone through it and fixed that everywhere yet, so there could potentially be a few lost flowers at the moment, but I'm going to fix that before the farm is finished, once I'm actually prettying it up a bit. You'd notice here I had a problem where the time from up there to down there was just slightly over 5 minutes. So I put in this hole here, which drops it down on the area below, and that cuts off 1.5 minutes from that, making the longest path 4.5 minutes, so that should avoid anything despawning. And if we go over here, you can see all the flowers are coming in. And if we assume that that was the last flower, well, let's see what we got. There is a single harvest. Now, this might not look as much, but once you actually start collecting flowers every day automatically, this will quickly add up to a lot of flowers. So I think that this is pretty much a success. Also, I still need to do the other branch, but I'll be doing that on my own time. Next time though, I'll probably either work on the house again, or I will work on prettying this place up. It depends on this area actually, because the area out there, the big cavern thing, I want to dig it out a little bit more, and that's going to take some time. In fact, I used almost a week digging this bit out, but yeah, I did have a little bit of busy time. So that's pretty much what I wanted to do with this episode. It's already a pretty damn long one, so I hope you don't mind that too much, but thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.